Hello everyone, welcome to day 13 of 100 days from Medi-hating to meditating. Now, as I was doing my meditating today, I was looking back on different thoughts that had happened during the day. I had a really nice afternoon with my friend Carol, and I was talking about how initially my thoughts come into my head and it takes me quite a while to go through them. And like I mentioned the other day, I was imagining them as cars going past. So she made a few suggestions, and one of them was just imagine the thoughts like a snow globe, you know, when you shake up the snow globe and then all the thoughts start to drop down and calm down. So I tried that out, and I imagined myself sort of as I was walking through the thoughts that had dropped onto the floor of the snow globe. I was like kicking them up again. And as I was doing this, I noticed I became very aware of a tightening in sort of my solar plexus, my stomach area, which went right up through the middle of my chest. And as I was noticing this, I started to question what this was. And as I started to question what it was, the feeling got stronger. And I didn't really get any answers. And then I thought, you know, why am I not getting any answers? And the reason was I was trying to analyse what it was. So I was in resistance to the feeling. So as long as we're in resistance to any sort of feeling that we have, it lingers in the body. And the body has got a physiological response. So you feel a feeling and your body automatically senses that. And for me, it was a tightening. So I decided to just breathe my way through it. So I deepened my breaths and I felt the feeling. And I don't know how long the feeling went on for. But gradually, as I was feeling it, I started to notice a sense of expansiveness, as if I was I don't know, it was like freeing. It was like it was dropping off. So, and then I felt myself as if I was hurling forward in space really, really quickly, as if, you know, you were going through space 100 miles an hour and all these colours were coming through me, and I was just like felt like a bullet going through space, and I was going through all these different dimensions. And as I came out the other side, it was like there was me, but then there's all this sky above me, all this expansiveness around me, and it was like I felt really big and expansive. And together, before I'd felt this expansiveness, and I was feeling through the feeling, I got an image of me as a little girl, maybe about 5 or 6, going up onto stage, and someone in the audience had sort of said something and was laughing at me. And I felt quite, it wasn't feeling scared, it was like a feeling of what people are going to think of me. And I know this is all connected to the idea of workshops and putting myself out there, which is something completely new to me. And it sort of took me back to that time, and I'm not sure if it's a memory or if it's a sensation or a feeling that I got as a little girl. And that's how I was feeling when I was feeling this resistance, this feeling in my stomach, my solar plexus, and going up through my chest. So as I hurtled through into this expansiveness, I just became, I think the idea was that we're a lot bigger than what we think we are. We're a lot more capable than what we think we are. We are expansive. We are able to be much more than what our thoughts allow us to be. It's like sometimes we sort of hold ourselves back, we limit ourselves, and that's what I do with myself. Sometimes I think, right, I want to go forward and I want to do workshops and I want to help people and I want to speak and I want to talk and I want to be inspirational and I want to be authentic. And maybe it's not I want to be all these things, maybe it's I already am all these things. So, and it's the realization that why do I have to be 100 or 200 feet ahead of myself when I am already all those things? And it's just a process of becoming aware of all that. And it's not a fear, it's more like a, what would it be like to be so expansive, so clear? And as I was sitting in this expansive space, I saw myself with, it was a light blue sports top on. And then all of a sudden it was like I was this superhero. And I was like really fully feeling into that power of being able to achieve anything that I really wanted to achieve, but without feeling the need to be, this is what I need to do. And I'm not sure if I'm making any sense here, but it's a mixture of realizing who I actually am, seeing myself how others see me, and always when I do a talk or anything like that, it's always the thought that, oh, something's going to be said, someone's going to laugh at me. And maybe it goes back to when I was bullied at school. And I won't go into that just now, but maybe it's going back to that, the feeling of being judged by somebody else. But really, what does it matter what anyone else thinks of you? If you are this expansive, all-being person. So I think the message for today is to dive deep into those feelings and delve into the superhero or superheroine that you are. So I'll speak to you tomorrow. Goodbye from me, Elena Bleakin from Become You. Goodbye.